So the million-dollar question this week is the government using the Jubilee to distract from Partygate? Or is it using the idea that the Jubilee is being used to distract from Partygate, to distract from the fact that they have just quietly issued a licence to explore and develop the Jackdaw North Sea oil field to Shell? Like completely pissing all over the very idea that they might have any intention of sticking to their climate commitments, or indeed making those commitments strong enough and robust enough that they might actually do something to end the climate emergency that we are currently in. But there is some quite interesting stuff coming out of Partygate as well, and one piece of data you might not have spotted but I think is really important, educational, what I want to say, illustrative, is this. 126 fixed penalty notices were issued. Of those, 53 were issued to men and 73 were issued to women. Now, is it just that women are a bit more criminal? Is it that women didn't understand the rules and were behaving worse? Is it that Downing Street just has a lot of women working there? Is it that women are always the ones who want to kick off the party and it's the guys who are like, oh, all right then, if we must drink alcohol in the workplace, I suppose you girls have talked us into it. Is it any of those things? No, of course it's not any of those things, is it? That's ridiculous. I'll tell you what it is. It's the fact that in Boris Johnson's office, the women who work there are much, much more likely to be in junior positions, and as such, they have less income and less support, and they are less likely to have had access to high quality legal advice. The police didn't force anyone to make any statements or answer any questionnaires. It was all optional when they investigated Partygate, and so undoubtedly those at the top were told, just don't answer any questions, don't fill in anything, don't respond to any questions the police have, and then it's left to them to be able to prove that you were there, to prove that you knew what was going on, and all that kind of stuff, and that's going to be difficult to do, and you'll probably get away with it. Whereas junior people in the office did what probably most of us would have done, which is seen that there was a questionnaire with the police logo at the top and thought, oh, I better fill this in, I could get in trouble here, and as a result they ended up admitting to things and getting fined. And that highlights the fact that around the world, increasingly, access to justice is something that we have to buy. And that is ridiculous. It's not justice if you have to buy it. It's illustrated again with the outcome this week of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. And the fact that basically this woman has now been told that she legally cannot talk about the abuse that she has experienced in her own life, which is frightening, but absolutely the reality for lots and lots of women around the world, that you can get in legal trouble simply for saying out loud the things that have happened to you in your own life. It's come up when I've talked to publishers about possibly publishing a memoir myself. And it just comes down to who has the money to throw the most at the legal situation. And that person then has the freedom to drag someone through the courts, then has the freedom to push for whatever they think they want. And the law is so ambiguous in so many areas that it ends up getting used over and over again by big, powerful corporations to prevent individuals from having whatever it is that is in their way. And at the moment in the UK, we also have the legal aid situation is being slashed, is being ripped up and thrown away. Criminal defence barristers are having their conditions eroded to the point where many of them are now trying to protest the situation, and so many are leaving that the workload on those that remain is becoming unbearable, and the government is absolutely refusing to do anything sensible about it. If we don't have access, all of us, to the justice system, then the justice system is no longer a justice system. It's another arm of the establishment that they can use to push us around and to get us to comply with whatever it is that they want. And that has absolutely nothing to do with justice. I feel like I'm going to be talking about this again because it's such a huge issue and there's so much in there. But yeah, that's the nubbings of it. Access to justice shouldn't be the million-dollar question. See you next week.